7 world-changing inventions that people thought were idiotic. 1. Bicycles. Bicycles emerged as a fad in the 1890s. Like all fads, it was supposed to pass quickly. In 1902, the Washington Post called it a passing fancy.
The popularity of the wheel is doomed,
it wrote. In 1906, another publication noted,
as a fad, cycling is dead, and few individuals now ride.
2. Light bulbs. When Edison presented his design, many were unimpressed. A British parliamentary committee delivered its verdict in 1878.
Good enough for our transatlantic friends, but unworthy of the attention of practical or scientific men.
In 1880, it was examined by Henry Morton. He was president of the Stevens Institute of Technology. Morton's comment was even more disparaging.
Everyone acquainted with the subject will recognize it as a conspicuous failure.
3. Automobiles. The New York Times called the automobile impractical. A 1902 editorial noted that it was too expensive. The price of cars will never be sufficiently low to make them as widely popular as were bicycles. 4. Telephone. Plenty of people were dismissive of Bell's invention. William Preece, chief engineer of the British Post Office, said in 1874,
"The Americans have need of the telephone, but we do not. We have plenty of messenger boys."
Western Union likewise saw no use for the invention. In 1876, its president William Morton concluded,
"This telephone has too many shortcomings to be seriously considered as a means of communication."
5. Talkies. Hollywood got big on silent movies. The first talking picture, The Jazz Singer, wasn't appreciated. Most moviegoers considered it merely a gimmick. Actress Mary Astor recalled that her colleagues thought
the noise would simply drive audiences from the theaters.
In 1928, Joseph Schenck, president of United Artists, stated,
"Talking doesn't belong in pictures. I don't think people will want talking pictures long."
Harry Warner, the studio founder, put it more bluntly,
Who the hell wants to hear actors talk?
6. Television.
Television won't be able to hold on to any market it captures after the first 6 months. People will soon get tired of staring at a plywood box every night.
This bit of wisdom comes from Darrell F. Zanuck. Zanuck, a producer at 20th Century Fox, said it in 1946. Granted, TV was in its nascency back then. Radio was king, as Mary Somerville well knew. Somerville, a pioneer of educational broadcasts, predicted,
Television won't last, it's a flash in the pan.
7. Laptops. In 1985, the New York Times lamented the end of the laptop. Laptops, wrote the newspaper, were on their way out. They were heavy, expensive, and had poor battery life.
On the whole, people don't want to lug a computer with them to the beach or on a train. To while away hours they would rather spend reading the sports or business section of the newspaper. Somehow, the microcomputer industry has assumed that everyone would love to have a keyboard grafted on as an extension of their fingers. It just is not so.